What's happening, guys? I'm Joseph here again for Elevatefx, and today we're going to be looking at how to use the MetaTrader 4 application. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to open a demo account. Okay, we're going to open the demo account and we're going to use that to practice and just have a feel around the entire application and how it looks. All right. So the first thing I want us to look at is quotes. Okay, it's still loading. Voila, we have our application open. So the first thing, when you click on the top left, okay, so we have quotes, charts, trade history, mailbox. On the drop menu, the first thing we're going to be looking at is quotes. Okay, so in our lesson about forex terminologies, we talked more in depth about quotes, bid ask spread, but what you're seeing right now is how the currency pairs are usually quoted. Now you can't just buy one particular currency or sell a particular currency. You need a counter currency and able to do that. So the first page you see is called the quotes page. It gives you a currency quote. It shows you the spread. You can see over here the spread for AUD USD is 1. It shows you the low point in the market, it shows you the high. So you can go ahead and edit the quotes you see on this particular page just by clicking on the delete button. You can go ahead and delete as many quotes as you want. Delete and it's done. See, you have just these left. You can also add to these quotes. Okay, just click the plus sign and then you select the currency quote you want to add. I guess the network is down, so let's just move on. Next thing we have is charts. Okay, now one fancy way of going to the chart is just sliding from the right to the left on the particular currency you want to view. When you do that, you have the charts here. Pretty neat. Forget that my charts are looking all mumbled up and jumbled up. I just did them this way based on some analysis I was doing earlier on. So on the charts page, this is where we have a lot of tools. We have a lot of indicators. The very first thing we see here is this particular tool I like so much. It helps me, get the exact price that I would like to enter a particular trade. It also gives me the time, like you can see over here, the time, the year, the month, the date. The next thing we have is the indicator panel. You can go ahead and select from the list of all the indicators you have. We won't be looking at indicators right now, but this is where you pull them out from. Okay, you can go ahead and add and delete them. If you don't want an indicator on the page, you just go ahead and delete it. Okay, I don't want to delete that indicator. The next thing we have is a shortcut to accessing the quotes. Remember, we had just 2 quotes on the first page because we deleted the others. Okay, so this is where you can switch quickly from one of them, from AUD USD to USD JPY, whatever quote you want. The next thing we have is the time frame. Once you click on it, you see M1 signifying 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15, 30, 1 hour, 4 hours, daily charts, weekly chart, the monthly chart. Okay, and look into the very last thing we have here is the order page. Okay, far right hand corner, the top far right hand corner. Okay, once you click on it, you can be able to execute a particular trade. Over here you have the different kinds of orders you have in the market. You have the market execution, the limit orders, buy and sell, the stop orders, buy and sell. Okay, the next thing you have is where you select your lot sizes. Okay, you can go ahead and modify the lot sizes from here, or you can just simply type them in from here as you please. Okay, now next thing you see is the ask and the bid. Right over here, the bid, the ask. Immediately below you have the stop loss and the take profit. You can go ahead and set them here in case you get signals or you do your analysis. And then you have the options to sell by the market and buy by the market. Okay, we're not going to be executing any trades. We're just looking around to see how it looks and feels. Then there's another interesting thing that happens on this page. You can pull out a couple of tools just by tapping on your screen once. This drop box, these are circular ring appears up. You can, as you can see, you can change the time frame to the various time frames available here instead of just using this clock over here. Okay, and then you have tools as well. Apart from this cross tool I explained earlier on, we also have objects. You can add vertical lines, you can add channels, you can add the Gantt lines, you can add Fibonacci lines, Elliott wave moves, shapes, and all of that to your trade. Just added the triangle. If you want to take off the triangle, just go ahead and press, click, and hold it down, and then you can delete it. You can also modify it there. All right. The next thing we have is the trade page. Okay, that's next to the charts. The trade page contains your running positions and your running positions basically. Let's go ahead and just buy. It's a demo account, guys. It's a demo account. So we just executed a buy trade. Request accepted by server, and if it's going to pop up, we're expecting it to show on this particular page. Okay, I guess the server is still processing the order, but if you're going to be entering into the market, this is where, okay, boom, it's here. This is where you see your running trades. Okay, this is the page in which you see your running trades. The next thing, let's go ahead and close that out right now. When you close a trade, the next place you see it is your history. Yes, this is the history box. You can go ahead and select the time frame in which you want to see that's the history from whatever time frame, whatever period of time you want to get the history. The next thing we have here is the news. There's no news over here right now. Then we have the different charts, MetaTrader 4 charts, and MetaQuotes ID. Well, you don't really need a lot of this in your trading, so let's just go back to safety. Okay, so this is history. As you can see, the trade we just entered. I guess the network is kind of fluctuating, but from here you can see the trade we just carried out, the order we just executed. We didn't come out with a profit on that trade. It was just for demonstration, guys. And so that's basically it. The quotes, the charts, the trade, the history, the mailbox, the news, economic calendar messages, settings. From here you can choose the advanced mode for your charts. You can play other sounds if you please. So when you go ahead and buy or you sell, you hear a sound. You can select the kind of chart type. You can display the open, the high, the low, and the close of the candles with these settings on the charts, the data window. You can show volumes. You can